switch after the first 6 or 7?
Well, I think if you just look at the chances we gave up early in the game, it's awareness mistakes, like young players making, just not reading it quick enough and not getting quite in the right spot. Like we're there in good spots on both of them, and then we don't finish the job, So the first one, Covey doesn't come deep enough to protect the slot, and this pass surprises him, like he's not aware that the guy's behind him. I felt like we could have broke that pass up, no problem. It's in the back of our net. With Shilly on the second one. I thought we played hard, Third one, Sam falls, they take off on the odd man rush. He kind of Tynan runs into him because he falls in the lane. It's sort of bad luck. And then the fourth goal, Mance gets caught stepping up on a pinch, and they shoot it off the post, and then it goes right to their guy. There's 2 grade A scoring chances right there. I think if you take those 4 plays out of it, we defended hard and defended well against a really talented team that can be, I don't want to say they're an opportunistic team, but they're a super dangerous team if you give them those type of chances. Like, you have to try and make them earn it harder than that. So, but overall, I thought we were engaged in the game. We played pretty hard, played pretty well. We definitely had a better second than first, and third was pretty good again, creating chances and opportunities to score, but it just didn't come easy for us tonight on the offensive side of it either.
What are your initial thoughts on Kaplan's performance tonight?
I thought he did a good job. Again, a little bit like Gorgie the other night. It was, you look at those 4 goals. I think, he'd probably want the first one back. It's a great shot, right in the slot, one-timer, well-placed. The other 3, he's got no chance, So it is what it is. And then he was good. He made a lot of nice saves, and I don't think outside of those chances they were super dangerous. But he did a nice job. I can't fault him for any of those goals.
What were your thoughts on that Steinberg 5-minute major there?
It leaves his feet, So you leave your feet. It's definitely a penalty. I don't know what constitutes the 5 on it, unless he does catch him in the head. Then it's, if you're leaving your feet and you catch him in the head, which is likely what happened. I couldn't see because the video screen I got, it was Steiny leaving his feet and making contact. So, yeah. But the thing I like about Steiny, I'd rather him not leave his feet there and finish that check, but he played hard. He finished checks. He went into people. He was involved again, just like he's been the whole time he's been here, and he's been a responsible defensive guy. So I'd rather have to dial him back a little bit on a play like that every once in a while than have to crank him up.
You got a fine line between being physical like you need to and hurting the club.
Yeah. Oh, it always is. Yeah. You gotta be disciplined, but yeah. So, that's it's the first mistake he's made in a long time. So it is what it is. It's not I'll live with that mistake.
You guys had those 2 power plays late in the second period where a lot of puck movement, a lot of cycling, not a lot of shots, but I guess, was that more of just not taking advantage of those opportunities, or did Tampa just not really give you much to work?
Well, I think we had some good chances in there. I know we had definitely had at least 2 in the slot that got through, and one that, at least one other one where we found the slot where they just get a last-second deflection on. I think it was on Ivan coming downhill right in a good spot. I thought the power play was dangerous tonight. You have to, just the way they kill, you got to be a little bit patient with it, but I thought they did a nice job keeping it. Loose puck recoveries, checking the puck back, keeping it in the zone for zone time to catch a tired group, and then eventually, get a couple really good looks at the net. So with the last little bit of execution, we took a little bit too long to shoot a couple times that they got sticks on, but they did a nice job. I think they went 1 for 4, and we could have had a couple more in there. The PK did a nice job too, and that's what we're going to need. We're going to need the goaltending. We're going to need the special teams to win the battle, and then we got to make sure that we're checking and not making some of those mistakes like we did tonight. But we played with a conscience that we were committed on the defensive side of it. We had a couple turnovers early in the game that led to odd man rushes, and Like I think one Sam toe picked and it went off his stick, and they're a really good transition team. If you give it to their D when they're looking up ice, they'll pick you apart. Like they'll get it by you and get going on the rush, and again, they don't need a bunch of those chances to make you look bad.
You mentioned this morning that there might be a update on Arturi Lehkonen.
Yeah, we're aiming for Tuesday against Seattle. I think it's Tuesday. Tuesday against Seattle. Yeah.
Anything more on Drouin?
No, nothing yet. He's ramping up though. He's starting to take controlled contact, and so he's still a little sore, but he'll be getting close to. I don't have a well, that's going to be day by day. You'll probably find out the day he's playing.
Megan, you have a question?
It was Lehkonen.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Ivan had a second goal of
Yeah.
his career tonight. What are your thoughts on his contribution to the team?
I thought he was great tonight again. Yeah, I think he's a like when you're talking about bright spots besides some of the ones that you would expect. He's definitely one of them. I think he looks and plays. He's still learning the game a little bit and just how hard and competitive and physical I think you have to be in order to have success there. But he started using his skating a little bit more. He's a great skater, really strong skater, and it looks like he's kind of got the governor on at times. So we're trying to push him to use that to his advantage, and he's starting to do that. But he plays the game in such a responsible fashion. He's good on both sides of the puck. He looks more and more like a seasoned pro every day. He's a bright spot for me. He's done a great job through the course of 10. I haven't seen today's analytics of suppressing scoring chances against in the time he has on ice. He's up there with if not the top of the league right now. So he's doing that and still finding a way to chip in, playing power play as well, and he's done a nice job, in that bumper spot, just supporting the puck, making plays in and out of there. He's got dangerous at times. He's been really good.
Any last ones? Okay.
Okay, thanks.
Thanks, Mitch.
Coming into this one, what are just your initial thoughts on this game?
Yeah, the start again, quick 2 goals for them, and I guess even 3, and yeah, it gets tough when you have to chase from behind, but I feel like we battled. Second was pretty good, we should have probably scored another one on the power play. We had some looks and good kills in the third. But I feel like our will is there for sure, the way we battle and try our best, but we play against good players, they don't need a lot of room like we saw tonight, and they can score quick, so that's what happened.
Vasilevsky wasn't giving you guys very much, but what do you think about the third period, especially towards the end?
Yeah, I think we're pushing hard, there's some looks, and obviously he's a really good goalie, so he makes some saves, and yeah, like I said, I think we pushed really hard. We really believed after the 4-2 goal, even going in the third, we feel like the second period we outplayed them and should have had a goal or 2 more, to make it a 1-goal game at least. But didn't happen today. That's been kind of the story a little bit. We a little create, but we have a little trouble finding the back of the net, which got to work on a little bit. Yeah, thank you.
So a slow third for my part, but you just got to be ready. And second. I mean, after those first 3 goals and the rest of the first period, the second period, I felt great. You just as a goalie, you just try to build on that and look forward.
What kind of communication did you receive from the defenseman prior to tonight to get you integrated to how you began to defend in front of him?
There's little details obviously, and as we move forward here, I'm probably gonna learn more things about our systems and all that. The basics. When I go stuff the puck behind the net, what the calls are for, for me giving the puck to them or putting it up in the glass and try to get it out, or little stuff like that. Maybe on a PK, what we're trying to do, what we're trying to eliminate, what could be open. But I think it's still a bit early to overthink. For me, for my part, you just try to go out there and stop the puck and play the game and kind of learn as you go. That's kind of what I've figured so far in my career, being kind of buzzing around. So you just gotta try to focus on your own job first.
What was the most beneficial thing you found working under Schneekloth with the Eagles?
It was great, get to play a couple of games, first of all, obviously with all the immigration stuff that took forever and, not being able to even practice, let alone play games. So it was great to go there. The guys were welcoming, helped me out a lot, and yeah, like I said, I think it's there's a lot of positives, and just to the goal is to move forward and get better.
Thank you.
Yep.
Cale, you guys were covering that those shots at the end. How frustrating was it to not be able to get over that hump?
Yeah, I think there were times in the second and third period we were playing well and playing our game. Again, it's just a slow start and let them get a lead early, and it's tough to play kind of our style of game. I mean, we got to just get after it, make sure we're getting to the net. So, yeah.
You had to know tonight was going to be difficult coming in missing so many key players. How difficult is it to play your style of game when those many guys are out?
I mean, we have competent guys filling all the spots. It's not, we can't worry about who's out, unfortunately. It's just, we got to work with the group that we got in here. So nobody's feeling sorry for us. We're not feeling sorry for ourselves. We definitely want to be healthy, but at the same time, we know this group in here is capable of winning regardless of who we have. So we just got to flip that mindset and make sure that we come out every single night, regardless of the lineup, and still make sure that we're competing and outworking the other team.
What did you pinpoint as going wrong in the first period, and what kind of adjustments did you make?
Yeah, I think just a little bit. Again, just a couple lost defensive assignments. I feel like we gave up a lot of odd man rushes early, and that's going to hurt you, especially against a team like this where they capitalize on all those chances. So, again, for us, it's just we got back to our strengths. I felt like in the second and third, it's just we're yet to play kind of that full 60 minutes, and I feel like everybody's trying to work hard, but we got to make sure it's for the full 60.
Despite the ups and downs of the start to the season, you are now on an 11-point season opening streak. Is that something positive that you kind of just keep in your mind, or just you're still managing to produce, obviously? So.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just trying to help the team win. I'm never worried about myself individually. I think I still have better every single night. So felt like tonight again, just a little bit of a slow start, but figured it out in the second and third for myself. And you got to find a way to play a full 60. That's the only way we're winning games right now. So.
What finally seemed to click on the penalty kill? Feels like you guys have been building towards that, and tonight was perhaps the best it's looked.
Yeah, communication. I think everybody's talking. We're really committed to making sure that guys are doing the right things on the ice, making sure we're in the right lanes, and when you got guys that take pride in kind of not allowing goals on the PK, it's fun. So I think just that our mindset's kind of flipped to more attacking rather than just kind of sitting back and letting them come at us. So, yeah.
Thanks, Cale.